What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool news video because Jurgen Klopp confirmed that after Liverpool got major investment in, it was revealed yesterday. Today Jurgen Klopp held a press conference before the Tottenham-Liverpool game. Let me know your score predictions for the Tottenham-Liverpool game in the comments below. Jurgen Klopp confirmed that Liverpool will be able to spend more and spend big on transfers in the near future because of this investment. So we will have Jurgen Klopp's comments and also a detailed breakdown of Liverpool's finances and what this means and why it's really helpful from a financial point of view for Liverpool to FC to sell. Just 3% of Liverpool was sold to US investors Dynasty Equity, and this minority stake was purchased for around $150 million or pounds depending on which report you are reading. So if you are happy about this news, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are new around here. Also check out my Patreon where you can directly support my work and help the making of these videos. So Jurgen Klopp told reporters that the better place we are in financially, the more we can spend. So this has 100% confirmed by Jurgen Klopp that Liverpool will be able to spend more money because of this investment, even though the journalists which were briefed by Liverpool themselves or the owners wanted to play down that aspect. But this is absolutely good news for Liverpool, and it's a long-awaited investment news that Liverpool fans were waiting for, because we have been talking about this for almost a year. It's already invested, Jurgen Klopp said. Absolutely, that's how it is. And I can understand, money in football is always about spending. I get that. I'm part of it as well in moments. I want to spend money as well. These are the quotes from Jurgen Klopp, by the way. He confirms he wants to spend money as well. But in this moment, we are now building a new stand which will improve the best atmosphere in the world. Then we built another stand, the main stand. We built the AXA training ground. We bought Melwood back for the women's team. Did a lot of stuff which keeps the club in a healthy state for a long time into the future. And if so, somebody comes and helps us to do this, that is absolutely great. So Jurgen Klopp was smiling when he was saying that it's not that we need a budget now for £200 million that we can spend for the team, but the better place we are in financially, the more we can spend anyway. We are in a year where Liverpool don't play Champions League, which we all know is a massive financial blow for a football club, but invested anyway into the team, Jurgen Klopp said, improved the team anyway in the summer, which is difficult but possible. So yeah, it's good news. It was money which will be well used, let me say it like that. And of course, Liverpool don't have a whole country backing them, so any investment, any money that comes in will be very well used, and it is massively needed. The financial statements up to June 2022 told us that Liverpool have a net debt of £74 million, with an additional intercompany debt at £71 million. So these figures of course don't factor in several capital projects and acquisitions, including the Anfield Road expansion and also rebuying the former training ground at Melwood. And Liverpool invested significant money into this project. The AXA training facility in 2020, we invested 50 million into that. We invested 80 million on the ongoing expansion of the Anfield Road stand. Also, we bought back Melwood, which was and also lost some money because of the pandemic, which in total was about £100 million. So the investment is anticipated to ease some of these financial pressures, allowing FSG to bring Liverpool's financial health back to a very comfortable levels. And David Ginsburg, who is Liverpool's vice chairman, and he's a senior advisor at Dynasty Equity, he played a pivotal role in assuring FSG of the compatibility between Liverpool and Dynasty Equity, the private equity firm. This equity firm is of course relatively new. It was founded at the beginning of 2022, but they have already experience in sports and entertainment investments, which is expected to bring valuable insights to Liverpool FC. And this collaboration between FSG and Dynasty Equity is set to explore avenues for further growth for Liverpool, with both entities expressing that they are very eager to strengthen the club's financial position and to sustain ambitions for continued success. And that's very, very vital for Liverpool to have the best possible squad, the best possible players. Money is essential nowadays in football, and that's why Jurgen Klopp said that he's happy to spend money whenever he can, because that strengthens the team and that gives him a bigger chance, better tools to win games and ultimately to win titles and trophies, and to cement his legacy as one of the greatest managers in Liverpool's history. And the vibes around Liverpool are totally different from last season. I remember last season we had like 4 points from the first like 4 or 5 games. We haven't won a game away from home until late September or early October. We had an absolutely disastrous start, and because of the bad first half of the season, Liverpool didn't make the Champions League. We went out of the Champions League, the FA Cup and the League Cup quite early. This season though, it's a completely different vibe. Liverpool are still unbeaten. Liverpool have won every game bar the Chelsea game, and Liverpool go into the Tottenham game high on confidence, but the Tottenham and Brighton games, 2 games away from home against 2 of the most informed teams in England, and also 2 of the teams who played some of the most exciting attacking football that is now available around Europe to watch. There was a question on a forum, who is the most exciting team to watch, and it was Leverkusen, Tottenham, Brighton, and also Liverpool are very exciting to watch in my opinion as well. But those 3 teams, Tottenham, Brighton and Leverkusen, were the 3 teams mentioned who just play all-out attacking football and silky, very, very exciting football as well. So this will be the 2 of the biggest tests for Liverpool. Of course, we already had 2 big tests, Chelsea away, Newcastle away, always tough games, and we came through them with 4 points. But Liverpool's defense will be thoroughly tested against Tottenham and against Brighton. So if we could come away with 4 to 6 points from these 2 games, then I think Liverpool are ready for the title challenge. I still have a small doubts that our defense, conceding first, will get punished by a better team. For example, if we play a half like we played against Wolves in the first half, we play a half like that against Tottenham, we could be 3-0 down at halftime, and we won't be able to come back from that. Similarly, Brighton would be able to take advantage of lax defending, but hopefully Konate and Van Dijk will be able to start the game. And Trent is back in training, which is very, very good news. Jurgen Klopp confirmed that Trent is training like normal. Bajcetic had a little bit of a setback after his long injury. He was out for almost 6 months. He has a small little calf injury, so he will not be available. Thiago is still out, Conor Bradley is still out, but that's it. Trent is still in training and he's in contention to be in the squad. So either he will start or be on the bench. I would only start Trent if he's fully fit, because Joe Gomez did really, really well as an inverted fullback in our previous Premier League game. And in fact, let's talk about Joe Gomez while we are on this topic, because recent matches have showcased Gomez's availability and adaptability, with his average positioning and heat map indicating a narrower approach rather than staying out wide like a traditional right back. This strategic alteration is a reflection of Jurgen Klopp's tactics designed to counteract the strengths of opposing teams like West Ham. Gomez's form has been, of course, a subject of a lot of scrutiny, and he had some shaky performances, but he improved a lot since last season. And he is also very efficient in possession. His ability to deal with transitions and smart positioning has been pivotal to Liverpool, especially against pretty tough, strong opponents like West Ham. Gomez's proactive defensive approach and recovery pace has been his standout attributes this season. However, his 2 long injuries have impacted his speed. He's not as fast as he was before, so that makes him vulnerable, a little bit more vulnerable as a centre-back. But at right back, this new role as an inverted right back allows him to leverage his main strengths And also aerially, he's a little bit like shielded because the center backs have to win the headers aerially most of the time. So sometimes Gomez struggled with aerial duels in the past, so that's a good thing. And of course, Joe Gomez is not as good as Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know Captain Obvious here, but he has shown signs of a lot of promise, and his unique ability to drive forward and his efficient passing have been commendable, showcasing glimpses of his potential contributions in possession. There were a couple of runs against West Ham which really impressed me. So maybe Joe Gomez going out to right back gives him a new lease of life, and he's of course vulnerable still defensively as a centre back, but I think his best position might be as a right back, and we will only play Joe Gomez at centre back when we absolutely have to and we don't have other options. That's why Matip and Van Dijk started together and Joe Gomez started at right back when Trent wasn't available. So I won't be that worried if Joe Gomez has to start at right back against Tottenham, because defensively he's actually, you might argue, even better than Trent Alexander-Arnold, and going forward he showed very promising signs against West Ham. So we just have to wait and see whether Trent is fit to start against Tottenham or not. Jamie Carragher also made a very interesting point on James Maddison and why managers like Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Mikel Arteta and Pochettino looked at Maddison, and maybe they were swayed more by what he does not do more than what he does do and what his qualities are. In their best sides, Carragher said, Guardiola and Klopp expect multifaceted attacking players or midfielders to assume the responsibility of those who once placed themselves just behind the main striker. Maddison is not the quickest, he doesn't stand out as someone who will trigger a high pressing game, he does not have natural athleticism as an attacking midfielder, he's less effective playing as a wide attacker, cutting inside. He shines connecting the midfield and the attack. He's very quick in possession, he's technically superb at quickly seeing and delivering a defense splitting pass. I think Chelsea should have signed Maddison. The only reason why Chelsea didn't sign Maddison is because he was not 23 years old or younger. Maddison is like what, 24, 25? No, 26 years old. So Chelsea not signing him because he's a few years older than the age profile that they are looking for is absolutely bonkers to me. Because if you just build a team with just young players, there will be no leadership in the team. And you see the absolute chaos and absolute mess that Chelsea are in, how much they are missing some leaders in the dressing room, some experienced older players who have been in this situation before and who know how to react and how to get out of this situation. And Jurgen Klopp talked about Wataru Endo as well. He said some people have a personality of getting into something and taking everything, and the others come in, look left and right and say, let's have a look first. That says nothing about this person, it's just different characters. But both players can succeed at Liverpool, it's just different time scales. Dominic Szoboszlai came in straight away, he adapted to the team, to the Premier League. He was ready, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. Endo is a little bit of a different character. He is not as outgoing as Szoboszlai, he is more reserved, being Japanese. And Jurgen Klopp said, we have two new players, Dominic Szoboszlai and McAllister, who just said, we step in, hello, here we are. A bit later, Ryan Gravenberch obviously arrives, who is doing pretty well as well. If we don't give people time anymore, what kind of world is that? I'm not surprised. Endo trains really well. It looks really good, super promising, and it's exactly what we wanted. He's a top guy, and I'm really happy for him that he could show the outside world a first glimpse of his quality. And I think the Leicester game was really a breakthrough game for Endo, because finally he showed what he's all about and he could shine in that role. Of course, he's not the final solution in that defensive midfield role, but he's a really good squad player, and he comes in as a to be our James Milner going forward. So he won't be required to start every game and to be, the best player in the midfield. There are other players for that, but he will be a very good, very useful player. So let's wait and see how his Liverpool career goes. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.